it's just me, or have we become a society more concerned with pleasing others than finding our own happiness? I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but I believe we are losing ourselves to the fear of judgment. A fear so potent, yet so baseless, that it keeps us masked, hidden from the world and even from ourselves. And today, I'm calling it out. In this digital age where every action, every choice seems to be scrutinized under the social microscope of an invisible jury, living authentically feels like an act of rebellion. We are caught in this relentless pursuit of approval, whether it's from peers, family, or even strangers on the internet. But at what cost are we trading our authenticity for a fleeting sense of acceptance? This isn't just about feeling uneasy or self conscious. It's about those moments when the weight of other people's opinions crushes our spirit, shackles our potential, and keeps us from the life we truly deserved. Consider a life where your decisions aren't clouded by the fear of what will they think. A life where you can be unapologetically yourself. It sounds liberating, doesn't it? But also, perhaps, a little bit intimidating. This is the journey I want to take you on today. Hey there, Victor here, and you are listening to Unmasked, the place where we strip away the layers of pretense and get real. I am your host, and today we are diving deep into one of the most crippling fears we face, the fear of judgment, and how to overcome it, and who I am. I'm just another human like you who walked through the tightrope of self acceptance and struggled for a very long time to find my own anchor. So I know how it feels. So let's start with a story, my own story. There was a time when I was living two lives. On the outside, I was this confident, successful individual. But inside, I was in turmoil of insecurities, constantly worry about disappointing those around me. My heart kept beating, not with excitement, but with dread, with anguish, thinking about what others were gonna say or think about me. What would they think? Would they see me differently if I showed myself, my true self? Those were one of the questions that kept me awake, worried, anguished. It took me a breakdown, a moment of raw, unfiltered truth for me to realize that I was sacrificing my own identity on the altar of societal expectations. It was a painful awakening, but it set me on the path of true freedom. And I am really grateful for that. My friend, I know what you are thinking. Oh, Victor, that's easier said than done. And you are absolutely right. Breaking free from the shackles of judgment is not a walk in the park. It's not a one time event. I would like to tell you that yes, it's easy, but it's not. It's a continuous work, day after day. It's more like climbing a mountain, a big mountain. I don't know if the Kilimanjaro or the Everest, but I know that the view from the top, the sense of achievement is unparalleled. the sense of freedom to be yourself, to not care, to not carry with that heavy weight of the opinions of others. So, how do we embark on this journey? How do we break free from those opinions, from those voices, from that chatter that can make us really insane, insecure, doubtful? I would like to share with you 12 tips that have helped me to break free from those opinions. And I'm sure that will help you as well. And the last one is the most important of all. So here I go. The first one, identify your fears. What are you afraid people will judge you for? What is it that keeps you awake? Write them down, face them. But it's not just about overcoming fear, it's also about understanding its roots. Often, our fear of judgment stems from past experiences, from moments when we felt criticized or undervalued. It's important to confront those past experiences, acknowledge them, and to realize that they do not define us. They do not define you. The second one, recognize that judgment is more about the judger than you. People project all the time their insecurities, biases, experiences onto others. We simply absorb them as our own without questioning them. Stop accepting what people is telling you as the truth, because most of the time it's not. It's mostly about them. The third one, challenge stereotypes. We often fear judgment because of societal stereotypes. Challenge them. Be the exception. Question why behind those expectations. Often they are not as rigid as they seem. When I first started my journey, I used to spend 15 minutes every night journaling. I grow my fears, my dreams, what made me anxious during the day, and also what made me smile. This simple practice helped me to understand myself better and gradually eased my fear of judgment. I truly recommend you to do that. The fourth tip, embrace your individuality. Celebrate what makes you different. There is power in uniqueness. For example, I want to share a strategy that I also used. I started a project where I would do one thing every day that felt true to me, regardless of what others might think. It began with small things like choosing an outfit that was me rather than trendy. Gradually, it grew into making choices that were based on my passions, on my taste, not just what others expected of me, but what I really wanted. The fifth, embrace vulnerability. It's not a weakness, it's your greatest strength. Vulnerability allows you to connect, to grow, and to be authentic. And it doesn't mean that you have to break down in front of everyone. It doesn't mean that you have to share what you shouldn't share. And it doesn't mean that you have to cry every time. But it's to find that place in which you can be yourself and connect with the people that you want, to open yourself to those people. The sixth one, create a support system. Surround yourself with people who appreciate the real you. Surround yourself with people who celebrate your quirks, not those who expect you to fit into a mold, to be perfect, or to be a brainless disciple. You don't want to have those people around you. You want to be yourself as you are. The seventh, seek inspirational stories. Read about or listen to people who have successfully overcome the fear of judgment. Let their stories fuel you. Unfortunately, we tend to lean to the drama, the victimization, instead to look for those uplifting stories out there. It doesn't need to be a grandiose hero story. There are simple, ordinary, and wonderful stories. You probably have an everyday hero near to you, close to you, and you can be inspired by them. The eight, cultivate self compassion. Be kind to yourself. Understand that it's okay to be imperfect. You will never be perfect, and that's totally fine. Be kind to yourself. Accept who you are. The ninth, detach from negative influences. Identify and distance yourself from environments or people that feed you fear of judgment. Those people that are often criticizing you or are there to remind you all that is not working in your life or all that defects that you have. There are people out there that they are mistakes and error hoarders, and they keeping accumulating mistakes and errors just to throw them on your face. Get away from them. They are not your tribe. The 10th, express yourself. Don't suppress yourself. Whether it's through art, writing, or conversation, find a medium to express your true self. So many of us suppress our true selves, our genuine interest, our real passions because we are afraid of being judged. But every time we silence our authentic selves, we lose a part of who we are. It's time to reclaim that. Start small if you need. Share a hobby you have kept secret. Wear something that reflects your style. Speak up about something you believe in without thinking what others might think or not. The 11th, reframe your thoughts. And I know this is tough because sometimes we are really inundated, flooded by negative thoughts. It's like a constant battle. And I hear you out there, those who ruminate and overthink a lot. I know what you feel and I know how you feel. But you can refrain those thoughts. Replace those thoughts like, what will they think? With, does does this make me happy? Does this serve my own purpose? Does this make me feel good about myself? And the more you do this, the more that you will see a change. And yes, those negative thoughts will still come to your mind, but less and less. And now the last one, live your truth. Ultimately, commit to living a life that reflects your true self, not one designed to please others, whatever your choices are. And I will end this tip with a story. I remember that someone dear to me had in their bedroom a picture of a friend who passed away in an accident, unfortunately, years ago. And at a very young age, a very really sad event. And I remember beside the picture was written, live your life. Everyone else's is taken. So, my friend, live your life. It's the one that you have. And many times We have spent days, months, years, wasted time thinking what others might think, living on others' expectations, opinions, judgments. Don't waste your time, my friend. Live your own truth. How often we have stayed in situations that didn't serve us because we feared judgment, whether it's a romantic relationship, a friendship, or a professional connection. Staying true to ourselves means making tough decisions. It means valuing our well being over the opinion of others. And I know that sometimes they can be really tough decisions, but you need to do it for your own sake, for your own life, for your own happiness. Remember, the journey of overcoming the fear of judgment, it's unique to each of us. There is no one size fits all solution here. And the person who tells you that in 1 week, one video, 1 month is done is simply lying to you. It's a path of self-discovery, of trial and error, of learning to trust ourselves, our intuition, of listening ourselves. So if you are still here with me, I encourage you to start today. Identify one area of your life where you have been holding back because of fear of judgment. Take one small step towards expressing your true self in that area. It could be sharing an opinion, embracing a part of your identity, or pursuing a passion. Whatever it is, take that step and watch the layers of fear start peeling away. My friend, thank you for tuning into Unmasked. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who might need to hear this. And remember to subscribe for more heartfelt messages. Until next time, stay true, stay connected, and keep unmasking the beauty of your authentic self for the best.